So my opponent, oops, d3. My opponent plays queen a2, which I think is another bad move um, on a number of levels. And I have a lot of options at this point. What I choose to do here was take the knight with the queen. Another good option would be c takes b3. The queen has to retreat back here, and now I take the knight. That would have worked out probably even better. But I like how I played. I played queen takes to f3. Now I have a threat here. I'm starting to work towards this king, and you'll see very soon how I work that out. My opponent plays a takes b5, which isn't a bad move. And here I played bishop to e5. I'm threatening this square with my bishop. I'm going to play queen takes here, followed by queen here, and when he moves his king, it'll be mate. You can imagine if he made some sort of random quiet rook move, takes, and he's very, very close to being mated. I'm just making random moves to show you the mate, and this is our checkmate here. The pawn covers the square here. Obviously, those random moves wouldn't be made. It doesn't make any sense. My opponent's going to play active. It turns out here, I found out later, that bishop e5 is actually a mistake because it allows his queen to come in actively and start checking. He can play here, and king b8 is obviously a complete failure. He takes here, and there's nothing I can do to avoid mate. That would be very disappointing. So after my opponent played, where are we? After my opponent, I played bishop to e5. He could have very easily gotten back in the game. Instead, he played bishop takes a7. He's got ideas of bringing the queen down still, but he didn't do it in the right way. And this allowed me to get my my attack on the king side going very strong again. I realized at this point that I didn't think he'd be able to keep checking my king. Eventually, I figured I'd get away from the checks and get behind my pawns, and at which point I'd be able to mate him back here quickly. So rather than playing knight takes a7, which would have been a great move, I chose to play queen takes h3. Now at this point, he has lines here that he can take to even the game up. This should be drawn at this point because he can keep checking my king. Queen a6, I play king d7. It's the only move is forced. Queen takes c7 check. Queen takes c6 check. I'm sorry. I have two choices: king c8, which leads to a draw. As you can see here, you can just check, check, check. I can do this, and we can draw by threefold. So rather than doing all of that, I play king to e7, which is my only other option. Now he's got to keep the checks coming. Here, this bishop check would have been probably decisive. It would have ensured that he would get at least a draw. But instead he played queen check here, thinking his queen is a more aggressive piece. He can attack with that, and he's hoping to bring it in, along this line maybe. I played bishop d6, defending, attacking his queen, and simultaneously keeping the attack on this h2 pawn, so my checkmate is still possible. And I'm back to having the lead here. He tries another check, rook to e1. This fails. This is a blunder. What he should have played here is queen e3, check. At which point I'm forced to play queen takes, and he can play pawn takes or bishop takes. Bishop takes is probably better, and black is still better here. I still have c takes b3. I'm still looking very good, but not as good as what you'll see here. But he didn't see that continuation, and he made a mistake. He played rook e1. And this allows me to get out king f8, and now white is just completely lost. His queen is hanging here. He's going to have to move that, and he needs to find a good square for it in a hurry. Also, something to consider, this is a 15-minute game, 15 minutes per side, so we're both reaching some time crunch here, about 2 minutes left on each side, so we're going to have to start making these moves quickly with 4 rooks and 2 queens and 2 bishops on the board, and we have to make moves in a matter of 10 or 15 seconds to keep this game going. So my opponent blunders and walks into a mate in 2 here with queen takes c6, at which point my final mate here, queen takes h2 check, king f1, queen h1 mate, and I was very pleased to get to see my kingside attack open up and work out here after I trapped his knight. So you can see, if we go back all the way back to when he played his knight too far forward and I had my queen on d5, his move of castling here this is what led to his loss. This was his major mistake. When I played a6, and he had to play knight h3, I was able to open up his king side, and then able to mount a successful attack against that king side, and it eventually made him here with what I think is a very pretty mate. So I hope you enjoyed my game. I'm going to keep posting, and look forward to hearing your comments. So please leave comments and let me know what you think. I'm sure you'll be able to refute some of the lines I played, and you'll find some draw opportunities for white, which is fine. I'm okay. I'm only a 14 or 1500 rated player, and so I'm looking forward to playing more and more. If you ever want a game on free internet chess server, look me up. My handle on there is Magnum Pawn, and I'd be glad to play anyone as long as you're rated somewhere under 1700 or so. I'd be definitely interested in a game. So God bless, good luck, and have fun playing chess.